This will be a short, guys, but hopefully a powerful video. And after listening to Tiffany Henyard and Keith Price's Facebook rant about why they couldn't give away free food boxes and toys this Christmas, I felt it was time to address the idea of what's really free. FREE, the elephant in the room. So, on the surface, it sounds simple, leaders giving back to their communities out of love, right? But is that really what's happening here? Or is this narrative of generosity masking something deeper and far more sinister? Like nothing in life is truly ever free. And today, we're going to unpack the hidden cost of these so called gifts. Rather, it's your trust, your integrity, or the taxpayer's hard earned money. Someone always pays the price. And let's dive into why these handouts by Tiffany Henyard and Keith Price might not be the selfless acts that they claim to be. So I know this is a tough conversation to have. And at the risk of sounding harsh, let's talk about the uncomfortable truth behind free giveaways. Rather, it's food, toys, or gifts handed out by leaders such as Tiffany, who claim it's all because she cares. Now, on the surface, it looks benevolent, right? And we're going to peel back the layers and ask, is it really kindness or is it manipulation? So, what if these so called acts of generosity are less about helping you, the people, and more about keeping you dependent, hooked on a cycle of expecting handouts while those in power secure your loyalty? And yes, this is a tough conversation, but just because Tiffany is giving away free food, toys, gifts, or throwing parties and calling it love, it's important to question the why. The why behind these acts of so called generosity. Is it truly about caring for the community? Or is it about creating a cycle of dependency that keeps people expecting freebies and viewing her as a savior? So the reality is the greatest gift isn't a handout. It's teaching independence, self sufficiency, entrepreneurship, education, skills, trades, so people can stand on their own. And as the saying goes, feed a person and you can cure hunger for a day. Teach them to fish and you can feed them for a lifetime. So unless there's, a critical need, we get it. Like the elderly or people that are sick or who have fallen on hard times, being in the freebie line this year should come with a plan to not need to be in that line next year. So true leadership inspires growth, not dependency. So before I close, guys, let me restate that nothing in life is ever really free. Every so called gift that we've talked about here today, food, toys, or anything else, it does come with a price. Even if it's not immediately obvious, it might just cost you your independence, your vision for the future, or even your ability to think critically about the motives behind the generosity. So this might ruffle your feathers or even make you angry. But here's the thing, knowledge is power. True intelligence comes from seeking diverse perspectives, not blindly following the voice of one person, especially the voice that sounds pretty muffled from my perspective and my vantage point, right? So imagine relying on one voice as your guiding light. And if that person is blind to the truth as she is and falls into a ditch, where would you end up if you're aimlessly following her or them just to get something free? It's just another form of welfare, to be honest with you, disguised as kindness. So this so-called act of kindness wants you to stay poor and then will help you. But in reality, it suffocates your life's vision. It also instills fear and keeps you stuck, barefoot and pregnant, so to speak. You know what I mean? So ask yourself, are these freebies helping you grow, or are they keeping you in a cycle of dependence? Just something to think about. And if I haven't told you enough, thank you so much for tuning in to Southern Confidential, and happy holidays to you and a blessed new year. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll be notified once we post. And I will see you next time.